All right, so we're going to look at how to make a molecule that's a little bit more complex. So we're going to use the same steps, but if you notice, there's a highlighted section in our steps now that has an extra little part. So we're going to work our way through this and see how it goes. The first one we're going to do is going to be O2. And we're going to follow the same steps. So we're going to find our total valence electrons. The easiest way to do that is to first draw our Lewis electron dot structures. And there are 2 oxygen because of this 2. So we know that we should draw 2 oxygen. And then we're going to find our total valence electrons by doing 2 times the valence electrons for each oxygen. And I am writing OX because O looks like 0. So we're going to do 2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to have a total of 12 valence electrons. So that's step 1. Step 2 is finding the center atom. Now, since we only have 2 oxygen and there's only oxygen, they both kind of end up being the center atom. So go ahead and draw those 2 center atoms. And because there's only 2 oxygen and nobody else, there aren't really any other atoms we can put around it. All right, so now we're even at step 4. So we're going to make a bond connecting the center atom to its neighbor, or in this case, just connecting our 2 oxygen to each other. And then we're going to remind ourselves that each bond is made up of 2 electrons. And we're going to take that 2 electrons and subtract it from 12. So we have 10 electrons left. So we're done with step 5. Now, step 6 is where we're really going to think about stuff. We're going to check that every single atom has 8 around it because these are not hydrogen. So this oxygen right here only has 2 electrons around it right now. It needs 8. So we're going to use this 10 right here, and we're going to help ourselves out. So it has 2. It needs 6 more to get to 8. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that takes our total from 2, 4, 6 to 8. And since we just added those 6, we need to subtract them. So we have 4 left. Now, if we do the same thing with our other oxygen, we have 2 here. And again, we have a problem because that's 2 and not 8. But it needs 6 more, and we only have 4 more. So we kind of have a problem going on. So we're going to put those 4 because we have them. And so we're out of electrons, but the problem is we don't have enough to make everybody have 8. So we need to actually take some to make a double or triple bond. So one way to do that, and I'm going to do a little bit of erasing of all of these extra highlights just so we can see what's going on. A little bit cleaner. We are going to go ahead and try to take some from the one that's already fixed. So what if we were to take these 2 right here? I'm going to steal those. And what if we made another bond with them right here? So I'm going to take those 2 electrons I stole and I'm going to put them right there. So if I do that, right, we still have, remember we started with 12? So if I count, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I still have those. And if we go back through and double check, this oxygen right here has 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's good. And let's look at the other one. This oxygen has 2, 4, 6, 8. So both of them have 8. So that means we have fulfilled step 6. Oops. And everybody is good to go. And that is how you are going to go about deciding when you need to add a double bond or not.